Hey YouTube, it's Nova Piper. Sitting in the rain. Saturday morning, 28 October I think. I don't know. Halloween is Monday, so do the math. Math is hard. 29th? Maybe it's 29th. I was getting all set up here. It was raining yesterday, pretty shitty. And stopped for a bit and said, okay, great time for a pipe. I had some shit to take care of today. Got that out of the way. I got a late start on my coffee. Wasn't a good idea to go to the grocery store without any coffee into me, I'm telling you. That didn't work out well. Me no function, coffee well without. So I got back, loaded up a pipe, and now the mist is back. I was going to set the umbrella up, but it's misty, it's sideways. So I'm just going to sit out here, smoke this, and get soaked, and we'll call it that, right? Just as I set up the camera, the bloody mist started coming, right? So I'm like, shit. Doing something different today. I got smoking Orlick Golden Slice. Grind it out for a while, and I find that all my flakes that I smoke, they smoke best in a cob. So I said I'm going to pop her into a cob. It's a replacement stem. It's not a fancy stem. Well, you know, what do they call those? The forever stem or something? I don't know. They got some pretty nice stems you can get for corn cobs. That's really cool. You can trick them out, right? This is just from, you know, replacement stem from 4 noggins. I got a piece of paper in there to shim it, right, just so I get a good tight seal. Smoke's great. Man, cobs are just like amazing. Hard to believe, isn't it? All the money that we spend on pipes, and you know, if I drop $300 on a pipe, that's a lot of money to me, and I know some guys spend way more than that on pipes, but I can't justify that at this time. Maybe sometime, you know? I don't have that kind of money. Got a little bit of a soapy on the retrohale there. I just lit it, right? So let me get the best flavors right now. That's good stuff. Good for a change. I've got to be careful with it though, because the stuff will bite if I smoke it too fast. So yeah, I like the I don't know what they call it, but the finish on this here, where they got the dark stain. I don't know what they call it. It's great. It's very rustic looking, you know. Yeah, I'm not a. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love English tobacco. This is what I do. I like a variety. I'm smoking 2 bowls a week now. That's it. Saturday morning, Sunday morning. So even though it's a shitty day outside, it's misty. It's not too bad out. It's like, you know, maybe the low teens, 12 degrees or something. It's not that it's super cold, but it's misty. The glasses are getting all covered over here, and I'm getting soaked. And like I said, I can't escape from it. Even if I tried to get underneath the eave of my house, or sat out in the porch there is covered over, the wind's gonna blow it on you anyway, right? So screw it. I want to smoke my pipe. Hopefully my phone won't get all covered with it. I know most of you guys have all, have got your cobs and stuff, but it's probably, if anybody watching, or if there's anybody out there who's interested, they want to try this stuff, pipe smoking, look at a friggin' corn cob, man. Missouri Meerschaum corn cob. They're cheap pipes, and I'm telling you, the thing smokes just as good as, say, like a $300 pipe, or artisan pipe, somebody, a handmade pipe. They smoke, if not better. This one's a little long, so it's got a, for clenching, it's not that comfortable, but where you can buy the stems for like $1. So what the hell? Chew the shit out of it and then just stick another one on it, right? Almost cheaper than the softy bits. I go through them like crazy. Stems are so beautiful, you don't want to ruin them. Got an old Brigham. It was one of the first pipes I ever bought, mid-90s. I paid probably with Canadian dollars. I paid about $50-60 for it. And it's bent and it gurgles. It's got them maple inserts in it and stuff, Brigham's a pretty popular name in Canada for pipes, right? Especially like drugstore pipes. $10. You can get some nice ones, I'm sure. A few $100s. They moved out of Canada now. I think it's all in Italy. I think everything's made in Italy now. Factory pipes, most of them. But if you want to get into it, get a freaking corncob pipe. Go get some, whatever, tobacco. And if you buy some tobacco, you don't like it, freaking try something else. Don't follow just because one person says I like this. Doesn't mean you're going to like it. And just because, I'm a hypocrite too. I'll say, I love my English blends, and then if I hear somebody smoking, someone's talking about, oh yeah, I'm smoking this, whatever it may be, right? Drugstore blend, aromatic. I'm like, oh, that's terrible, man. But I smoke this stuff, I got aromatics in the house, for crying out loud. I'll smoke them. Not very often, but I will. Some guy gifted me some chocolate aromatic. I tried it. I didn't like it. But the fact that somebody was willing to say, here, try this tobacco, man, you might like it. Because I did say that I'm not turned off to aromatics. I just haven't found one that I kind of like. Four Noggin's got a house blend there, the Bald-Headed Teacher. That's not too bad. It's kind of fun, mix a little bit. I might take some of that chocolate stuff Buddy sent me and put a little bit of that in there, and see what happens. You can also do that, but just because somebody says they like a certain kind of tobacco, or, the progression is you start with aromatics and then you go to English blends and you'll end up on Virginia tobacco. Well, sure, a lot of people do. Bet you a lot of people who are ex-smokers, this is what I find. A lot of guys that are ex-smokers, depends where you're from, right? What part of the world you're from. American tobacco is based on burley. Canadian cigarettes is based in Virginia. So the very first time I tried Orlick, this was, I think Orlick was the first non-aromatic tobacco I smoked, maybe. It was either that or one of the Frogmortons. You know, when I first tried Orlick, first flake I tried too. First time I tried Orlick, it reminded me of smoking cigarettes. So, I was on a forum somewhere posting about that, how it reminded me of cigarettes, because I know a lot of American guys will say the same thing about burley tobacco. It reminds them of cigarettes as if they're an ex-smoker, and they're kind of turned off, but some guys just love their burley. I'm not turned off the burley, but I think I like this Virginia a little bit better. I just haven't found that right blend yet, that's all. So I'm going to keep searching, you know. But yeah, I tried this, and it really reminded me of smoking cigarettes. Did not taste the same. I don't inhale it. There's no point in inhaling it to me. That's not why I smoke a pipe. So, somebody chimed in on the forum when I was posting too, and people were saying, you don't know what you're talking about. If you think, there's always people out there like that, right? You think that Orlick Golden Slice tastes like cigarettes, you're crazy. It's like, okay, but somebody else actually came in and explained that Canadian cigarettes are made from Virginia tobacco. And if you like Virginia pipe tobacco, don't start smoking Canadian cigarettes, man. They taste like shit. I used to buy, when I was a cigarette smoker, we didn't have a lot of variety in Canada, right? So if I knew somebody that was going to the States, like, oh man, will you bring me back some Marlboros or something? You know, around here, all you could buy was like Winston or maybe Camel or something. There was when I smoked, it's over like almost 13 years ago now, Canadian brand, it was called Player's Special Blend, and it had a mixture, it said, a mixture of American and Canadian tobacco. It had burley in it, right? And I loved it. Strong as hell. It was the strongest cigarette on the Canadian market. Now in Canada they had, back then, now it's changed, but you had what we call regular size cigarettes, maybe about like that long, and then you had king size. They had a little bit more tobacco and a bigger filter. And most of the cigarettes that I found from the States were all the king size. You couldn't get regular size cigarettes. So the filter on them, like, they weren't just, you know, butt end to end. They had a filter on them. My dad was a sailor, so I've smoked cigarettes from all over the world. I had some Cuban cigarettes. I think I turned green. I did a video about the Turks I met, and they gave me some Turkish cigarettes, and tried some of that Turkish tobacco that I had in there, and somebody gifted me, and it really reminded me of that. And I tried Russian cigarettes. There were some Russian ships in here. This was back in the early 90s, so we went on board. You know, very impressive ships, man. Holy shit, right? One was a missile launcher. It was badass looking, dude. It was scary. It was one scary looking ship. Just, you know, 16 missile silos going up the side, and it's just, the guys were fantastic though, right? So these were Russians. So people in Halifax were taking the Russians off the boat because, you know, to go to the bar and buy a beer, if you did the currency exchange, it's like 2 weeks salary to them poor bastards, right? So people were going to say, come with me, or we're going to take you out to dinner, we were taking, you know, come to my home, we're taking them to bars and stuff, so, you know, like, it was friggin' fantastic. So we went down to the ships, and we were, you know, trading stuff. We'd give them some Canadian money, and, you know, our small, in Canada, we don't have $1 bills. We use coins. We call them a loonie because they got a loon on it, and that's when they got rid of the dollar bill. And then $2 bills, we had those, but they got rid of them, and now they have, it's a big coin with looks like a brass center, so it's bimetal. It's two different metals. It's pretty funky looking, and they got like polar bears on them and stuff like this, and different animals and stuff. We nicknamed them toonies because of the loony, right? There's a lot of loons around here. So yeah, the dollar's called the loony, and the $2 coin is called the toonie, and then we got like $5. But our money's right different, right? I'll show you. right? Like we got, they call it monopoly money, right? So I got a $5 bill, you know, blue, and then you got 10s are purple, right? And the 20s are green, right? Canadian dudes. Who's that guy? I forget him. Wilfrid Laurier, he was the Prime Minister. John A. MacDonald. And then we got the old girl from the 20s, right? But our money's made of plastic. That's not paper. That's plastic. Right? See? Boing! Bounces right back, man. Super durable. Goes through the washer, the dryer, no problem. Right? Plastic money. And when you look through here, up to a light like that against your eye, you can see it'll say the denomination of the dollar will say $10, all in a circle all around the maple leaf, right? The 5 will have 5s, the 20 will have 20. 50s are orange, 100s are brown. I don't know if they make $1,000 anymore. I've only seen one in my life, but they make $1,000, used to make $1,000 denominated notes. How the hell did I get on the topic of friggin' showing you Canadian currency from, you know, my Saturday morning pipe? ADDAHDD in action. The YouTube rabbit hole, you know, same thing. I know we've all been there. You watch a video about pipe videos, and an hour later you're watching pop videos or something, you know. Same idea. My brain's all over the place, man. Yeah, anyway. Little differences about cigarettes and, you know, pipes. Cigarettes, cigarette tobacco, pipe tobacco. I read somewhere somebody said that the cigarette tobacco's like the chicken McNuggets of tobacco. That's funny. But anyway, I was going to make it a quick one, but I guess it's not. So I'm just going to end it. Anyway, as usual, thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your day, your weekend, your family, all that shit, and, you know, live life. Thanks again.